Good morning, everybody. Jeff Jackson, the Forage Fanatic. Got a couple questions for you today. So there are many people out there that love to plant sorghum Sudangrass, and they also love to graze cows and or ruminant livestock. So there's always this phenomena that we talk about, and it usually is the biggest issue in the fall when we have a freeze or frost event, but can also be an issue with really rapid growth and some different stress conditions, primarily being drought, as far as what I know. And that phenomena that we talk about is called prussic acid poisoning. And there are many people that I've seen post over the last few years on social media and say, oh, you can't use sorghum Sudangrass, it will kill cows. Well, all sorghums have this compound that I'm gonna try to boil this down, still make it kind of simple, but have a conversation about it. So there's a compound in that plant that it produces called durin, and when you have a frost event, rapid growth, some stress, at times the cell membranes can rupture, and you have, I'm gonna just say it simply, plant fluids that mix together, including this durin compound, and it produces a gas in that plant that we leave equivalent to cyanide gas. Well, to boil it down simply, how much cyanide gas does it take to kill a cow? Well, most generally, no one wants to find out in the first place, and even more specifically, right now with beef prices the way they are, there is not a chance anybody's willing to take a risk at losing a cow. So we have this durin compound that causes this problem. Today, there are a couple of different varieties in the sorghum Sudangrass world, one of them being a conventional and one being a BMR, that do not produce the durin compound. So they are virtually what we call prussic acid free or durin free. So the reason for this post this morning is this. It's a fairly new concept. We've been talking about it for a couple of years. This technology, I'm going to call it, or this plant style, was developed at Purdue University and has just been introduced into the industry for us to use commercially. So today's piece is, how many of you are interested in a durin-free, prussic acid-free style sorghum Sudangrass, either a conventional or a BMR, to be able to graze cows? So this is something that I've been curious about, and obviously I don't have the bandwidth to give you all a call, but if you could take a minute, post your comments in the comment section, let me know what you're thinking, because there are a lot of different things going on right now. And the other piece would be a conversation I had just this last week with a producer that is using virtual fencing. So these collars, if you will, that are, I'm going to call it remote. You have remote control cows where they can change that fence using their cell phone, their computer, and change boundaries. So rotational grazing throughout the summer on warm season grasses and into the fall, as they transition into a winter biennial and maybe plant some triticale or something like that, there's still this need to be grazing out there where this prussic acid phenomena could be in sorghum Sudangrass. So if we have a sorghum Sudangrass that doesn't produce the durin, then we could just continue to graze, rotationally graze through those cold temperatures. And, you know, there are probably millions of beef cows that get fall grazed on those types of crops, and or during some other drought periods that you don't want to have that risk. So just throwing that out there today. Put some comments in. Let's have a really good discussion about durin and durin-free sorghum Sudangrasses, the uses, the potential, what are the drawbacks. Yeah, somebody's going to have something to say. So I'm throwing it out here and give you all that opportunity to weigh in and talk a little bit about that. So, Jeff Jackson, Forage Friday, question of the day, prussic acid free. Hope you're all having a great one. Catch you later. Thank you.